STR Super Vegeta finally arrives on Global Dokkan later tonight, and with him comes a brand new event, the Legendary Vegeta event, finally arriving on Global Dokkan. Now, this is arguably the most difficult event in the game currently, for one big reason, and that, of course, is Blue Evolution Vegeta at the very end of the event. Now, we're going to break down what you need to know about this event, what missions come with this event, and how you can go around beating him. So, without further ado,
let's talk about it.
Alright, so similar to the GT Legendary Goku event, you can only bring 2 support items for the entire event, and there are 7 stages for this event. He starts out as base, then goes Super Saiyan, Super Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2, God, Blue, and then Blue Evolution Vegeta at the very end. Now, something to keep in mind, though, is that the main difference is, number 1, is that there is no Grade 8 form, similar to the GT Legend Goku event, is that there is no super big wall right in the middle of the event. You can casually stack your defense and whatnot with your units throughout the entire event. Now, keep in mind, Vegeta is going to get progressively harder throughout the event and much more stronger and hit harder, but there is no Grade 8 Goku that hits you for 600,000 right in the middle of the event, so that is something to keep in mind. However, Blue Evolution Vegeta at the very end is why people struggle with this stage so much, and that mainly is because, number 1, he does have the same amount of health as full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku at the very end of the GT Legendary Goku event, but the key difference is the Blue Evolution Vegeta lowers defense upon super attack. So there is something to keep in mind, unlike Super Saiyan 4 Goku, is that he lowers defense. So if he super attacks you, that 500,000 defense that you've been stacking up for the entire event, that might plummet down to like 100,000 defense because he lowers defense for like 80% or something like that with your units. So that is, of course, something to keep in mind when you're running this event, is that is easily the most dangerous ability in the entire game, and lowering your defense, because all that time of stacking your defense might just come plummeting down if he super attacks and then proceeds to normal attack you a bunch right after that. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, with the Legendary Vegeta event comes a whole bunch of brand new missions as well. You gain a bunch of stones and tickets for completing the event in full for the first time. And then there are a bunch of different category missions as well that come with it. You have Mastered Evolution, Powerful Comeback, Otherworld Warriors, Worthy Rivals, Siblings Bond, Join Forces, and Gifted Warriors. Now, a lot of people shouldn't really struggle too much with a lot of these category missions, for the most part. I would say Mastered Evolution, a lot of people might not get right away, simply because that is STR Super Vegeta's category, and a lot of people might not pull him right away. You can try and maneuver a team around it and then bring him as a friend lead, but it would be better off if you just bring 2 STR Super Vegetas, but it's also not really the greatest idea to bring 2 STR type units as well. Like I said prior, is that since he lowers defense, there are really a lot of good STR units that can tank a super attack from AGL Blue Evolution Vegeta and live to tell the tale. So that is something to keep in mind, of course. Otherwise, Powerful Comeback, that's Blue Evolution Vegeta's category, shouldn't be too bad. Otherworld Warriors, bring Tech Gogeta if you got him. You have Worthy Rivals, that's literally the Vegeta category, shouldn't be too bad either. Siblings Bond, nah. Go Bros are still really good for that. Join Forces is probably the only other category I would say a lot of people might struggle with, simply because that is a heavily LR focused category. So if you don't have a lot of the given LRs, then you might not be able to beat this mission right away. And then Gifted Warriors at the very end, that is the Trunks and Goten category, basically. You might struggle with that, but you'll have to wait and see, basically. And that's pretty much everything you need to know for the most part. Like I said, the most difficult part about this event is, of course, Blue Evolution Vegeta at the very end, because he lowers defense at the very end of the fight, which is so detrimental for it. So if you had a lot of time struggling with the GT Legendary Goku event, you're in for a rude awakening when you fight Blue Evolution Vegeta later tonight, when he finally comes out on Global Dokkan. And that's basically everything you need to know regarding the Legendary Vegeta event. So, that's it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.